afternoon and welcome to BlackJack Sports. My name is Jackson Gerke with your co-host, Blake
Whoop,
Lumberger.
whoop.
It is Monday, February 27th, a little bit after 3 o'clock p.m. on this Monday. Let's get right to it, and we got something to talk about. Let's get right to it. So, Blake, I started my job on Friday with the New York Yankees spring training.
Love it.
And I started work there, and I did my first day of work with the start of baseball season. And it was a very cool experience, and I think I liked it a lot more than the first year I had it, and that's when I first started, and it was definitely my cool experience. So,
what are you doing?
So what do I do?
Yeah.
I did the May I Help You sign to know where people to direct the stadium where to go for the to where the nearest elevator is, or the nearest statue is, or the nearest store is, or how to get in the stadium, stuff like that. And
Love it.
After that, I had break, and then after I resumed from break, I did the little game called Plinko. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's some kind of a game that you drop a coin in and try to see the prize you get. That's what I did today, and that's what I did today on my first day of work.
Jackson, did anybody win a big prize?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't quite as big as you think. They had like posters of different players from the Yankees, and they had like some different posters, I believe, for players like Tanaka and Mariano Rivera poster. They had that out, and no bobbleheads or anything like that, though.
Jackson, how many fans came to the first game?
Oh, how many fans came to the first game? It was quite as many as you think. There was like, I don't know how many.
Was it packed out?
24,000 maybe, or 1,000. That.
Now, are the stadium
probably a lot bigger than the minor league baseball game, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, because it's the Yankees. They do everything big with first class. Jackson, was the stadium pretty packed out, and are the renovations done in the stadium?
Yes, it was packed, and there were some big makeovers in the stadium. So there were some big renovations. So
how does it look?
They make it to like the state of the art kind of feel to it. And I mean, they have different ball clubs and different suites, I guess, or even some different areas of the stadium. It's very nice, but better than last year.
Awesome. So it looks better. That's good to know, Jack. You and I both went there last year. Do you remember the guy's name that I met last year that showed us around the ballpark? Do you remember him?
I think I do. His name is Mr. Lewis.
I love it. He's a great guy.
Guys.
He's fantastic.
But I've heard great guy.
And Jackson, he said you're one of the best workers there, and I believe it wholeheartedly. Jackson, every year you work there, you're going to become better and better, and you're going to get more and more promotions. I'm proud of you, man. Right now, we got 10 minutes. Let's talk about some sports. Gamecocks basketball was doing really bad. They got a huge win, and they won pretty big. What are your thoughts on that game?
I think they did pretty good. I don't know if they're ever going to make it to the tournament since we're almost in March, but I can guarantee you, Blake, if I'm ever going to be doing a podcast with you 2 days from now, if I'm ever going to make it, probably won't be able to because I have work on that day, but I'm sure we can figure it out. But on Wednesday, you and me can talk about some selection basketball predictions in the NCAA tournament, and that's what I think is going to happen. But for the Gamecocks, I don't think they're likely going to make it, but depending on
really,
how good they're going to play. But I will tell you, Blake, of how good the Gamecocks are going to be. I mean, they did get a pretty good win. That's good, but I'm afraid they have like too many losses during the season, Blake.
That's
the reason why I don't think the Gamecocks are likely going to make it. I mean, maybe some other tournament, but I don't know if they're ever going to make it to the NCAA tournament.
Jackson, they're going to have to finish the season strong, and not only that, they're going to have to do good in the SEC tournament this year. Do you know where the SEC tournament's going to be?
Yes, I believe it's in Nashville.
Oh, and Vandy. Jackson, listen, the number one undefeated team is no longer number one or undefeated anymore. Gonzaga loses to your Brigham Young University guys. How about that loss?
Oh, that was shocking. I can't believe that had to be an upset, man. That was just so shocking. I mean, I can tell you, Gonzaga is going to be facing a little bit of trouble, but that just means they might be still a good team. But I can guarantee you that this is one of the heartbreaking losses ever for a number one seed team ever, especially before going to a tournament game or getting into an NCAA tournament in March Madness.
Yes. Jackson, we'll see. I think South Carolina still has a good chance to get in the bracket. Hopefully they do. Justin King is back at South Carolina at Football News making amazing videos. I hope you saw the most recent one. It's a great pump-up football video. The facilities look great. Go Gamecocks in football. Jackson, baseball is cranking up, man. let me tell you this. Charleston Southern has won both of their first series, 2-3. Won twice, lost one. Now, South Carolina dropped a game in their weekend series this last weekend. The bats aren't firing off like they should be. Are they in trouble already?
Yeah, I mean, it's still very early for baseball season, but
it is.
It is, but I think they got to get some work going if they want to get back to where they want to be. I mean, look, the Gamecocks are a very good baseball team. They got some very good players and a very good rotation, I would say, if I'm correct.
Yes.
But yeah, South Carolina baseball should be pretty good this season, depending on how good where they are. But I can tell you, this conference is definitely going to be a powerhouse in baseball.
Oh yeah, SEC. I mean, because you got Florida, in there. You've got Virginia usually brings a good team. Vanderbilt always has a good team as well. There's a lot of good baseball teams in the SEC. Jackson, what else is going on in the sports world right now?
Blake, let's see. Did you watch NASCAR the other day?
I didn't. Tell me about this. I like where we're going. What happened in Daytona?
I did not see it either. But tell me what happened.
Oh, I don't know, Jackson. I know there was a bad wreck, and Dale Jr. was leading the race, and he was involved in a collision. And now they have rules, Jackson. You only have 5 minutes after a collision to get your car back out on the track. There's some crazy rules, man. Everybody's evolving, Jackson. Every sport is changing the rules. Everybody's evolving.
Pretty much every sports league that you go to, there's always going to be changes every year.
Absolutely. Jackson, listen, great talking to you on this Monday. I'm so glad you got your new job rocking and rolling. I'm going to come down there for spring break next Sunday, and I hope you can join me. BlackJack Sports right here. You heard it first. The best, the only BlackJack Sports. Great talking to you, Jackson.
You too, Blake. Have a good day.
You too.